Now that you've awakened and you're starting your spiritual journey, you want to know, how do you discover what psychic gifts that you are in possession with? And of course, how to strengthen those gifts, correct? Right. So if you're new here, my name is Alana. I'm a psychic medium and an etheric body healer, and my goal is to help people heal rapidly so they can create the life of their dreams. First, I'd like to clarify, everyone, and I mean everyone, has the ability to access their divine gifts, their psychic gifts, because we all are psychic, whether we know it or allow it, because a lot of it is about control, is the key. Some of the things that you want to know about developing your gifts is there are things that you have to do before you start to really get into it, okay? Now, one, this is the biggest one. Learning to trust yourself. That's a lot. And a lot of people struggle with that because they think that their intuition's wrong, they're not receiving gifts, that they're crazy. There's a lot of things, right? But at the end of the day, it is about trust, okay? And I think I will go ahead and post in the next week or two in the Healing Portal community a healing to be able to begin to trust yourself. So I would start with that, of course, obviously, because if you continue to try to develop your gifts and you don't trust yourself, it doesn't matter, because you won't accept it, right? Number two, technically, we have access to all the different types of clear abilities, right? And that's the words that they use to define each ability. But here's the thing. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty, it all comes about to your energy field and your intention of everything, right? So you have the capacity to do all the things that you want to do. But I have learned, even though I was a child and my gifts were very early on, I noticed that they increased and got even more powerful as I healed. And I know that seems like a really incredibly difficult journey, because we would rather do the fun stuff before the hard stuff. But unfortunately, it helps, right? Yes, of course, you have access to some of the gifts already, but the more you heal, the more powerful they become, because what's happening is you remove all the limiting beliefs that in your subconscious about how powerful you are and how you can become creator. So that's the thing. You are once you heal these limiting beliefs that you have been instilled on you since you were a child, your gifts really come online, because guess what? Then you realize that nothing's stopping you, okay? But just for a little taste, let me give you an example of something to do. Okay, so what you want to do is start out with the strongest physical sense you have. Okay, this is the easiest one, because when these are hyper attuned, that usually helps create more awareness physically, because your energy field, right? So this means maybe you feel things. Maybe you're physically, feeling energies on your body. Maybe you feel other people's energy, like you're an empath. Maybe you have mentally, maybe you have an imagination that's just to die for. Like you can visualize everything. Maybe you have a really high sense of taste or smell. Those are clairsentient. Yeah, no, not clairsentient. Clairaugustin, I think. And then I can't remember the nose. But either way, there are different clairs that you can use. What I would just start out with is the one that you feel like is your most heightened physical sense of your body, and then use that. So for an example, let's say you are an empath, right? And you want to kind of check in to see how well you're feeling, how intuitive you are. You could just physically just kind of feel into someone's energy, like a friend that's okay with you doing this, okay? Feel into their energy and just be opening to receiving and zoning in on their energy and their field and what they're feeling. You just think about it and be like, I want to feel what they're feeling, and just set the intention, right? And then, ooh, I'm getting chills. And then once you feel like what you've figured out, right? What you think that they're feeling or you're physically feeling, you stop and you ask them, how are you feeling right now? Be honest. Are you feeling any pain? Are you whatever? Just ask them how they're feeling. And this will help create more trust, and you can start to develop that. And if you're interested in this, I can actually go ahead and create a course for each Claire ability to help strengthen that, if that's something that some people are interested in. Because here I would love to help people start to see how much of a creator they really are, because that's the goal, right? If you're not joined the Healing Portal community, I would go ahead and do so soon. That way you can go ahead and start doing the healings that are available on there. Because again, the more you heal, the faster and bigger your gifts become. It is a huge factor on how to become the creator of your own world. So hopefully this answers your questions, and I love you guys.